Raj, if you're gonna eat that mess, you can at least use a spoon.
Danielle Louise Spencer, best remembered for her role as Dee Thomas on the classic 1970s sitcom What's Happening, was a cherished figure in American television history whose life story extended far beyond the bright lights of Hollywood. Born on June 24, 1965, in Trenton, New Jersey, and raised in the Bronx, Spencer captured the hearts of millions with her quick wit, sass, and the unforgettable catchphrase, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Mama." Her breakout role came at just 11 years old, when she joined the cast of What's Happening, portraying the sharp-tongued younger sister whose comedic timing made her one of the show's most iconic characters. While her early fame brought her into the national spotlight, Spencer's life was marked by remarkable resilience in the face of tragedy and health challenges. At the height of her career, she survived a devastating car accident that claimed her stepfather's life and left her with lasting injuries. Nevertheless, she pursued higher education, eventually earning a doctorate of veterinary medicine and building a successful second career dedicated to animal care. Over the decades, she also faced and overcame battles with paralysis, breast cancer, and life-threatening medical emergencies, all while maintaining her warmth, humor, and determination. On August 11, 2025, Danielle Spencer passed away in Richmond, Virginia, at the age of 60, after a courageous battle with stomach cancer. Her passing marked the end of an era for fans of What's Happening, but her legacy as both a talented actress and a compassionate professional continues to inspire. The story of Danielle Spencer is not just that of a child star, but of a woman who met life's trials with grace, persistence, and an unshakable spirit. Danielle Louise Spencer was an American actress, veterinarian, and cultural icon whose journey to fame began in childhood. Born on June 24, 1965, in Trenton, New Jersey, she spent much of her early life in the Bronx, New York, where her natural charm and vibrant personality began to shine. She was the stepdaughter of actor Tim Pelt, whose influence and support played a role in her early foray into the entertainment industry. By the age of 8, Spencer was already exploring acting, showing a knack for delivering lines with a sharpness and confidence well beyond her years. Her big break came in 1976 when she landed the role of Dee Thomas in the ABC sitcom What's Happening. The series, loosely based on the 1975 film Cooley High, quickly became a staple of American television, and Spencer's portrayal of Dee stood out as one of its most memorable elements. As the quick-witted younger sister of main character Roger Thomas, played by Ernest Thomas, Dee was a master of sarcasm and deadpan humor. Her catchphrase, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Mama," became a hallmark of the show and is still remembered fondly by fans today. At just 11 years old, Spencer had achieved what many aspiring actors only dream of: nationwide recognition and a beloved role in a hit TV show. Her comedic timing and natural presence earned her praise not only from audiences, but also from her co-stars and industry professionals. She remained with What's Happening throughout its original run from 1976 to 1979, building a fan base that would follow her for decades. The success of the show and her character's popularity helped secure her place in television history as one of the most recognizable young Black actresses of her generation. Her early stardom was not only a personal triumph, but also an important cultural moment, as What's Happening showcased African American life in a positive, relatable, and humorous way during a time when representation on mainstream TV was still limited. Danielle Spencer's early career laid the foundation for a legacy that would transcend entertainment, marking her as both a pioneer and a role model for young actors to come. Danielle Spencer's life was a testament to resilience, marked by both remarkable achievements and significant hardships. One of the most defining moments came in 1977, during the height of her What's Happening fame, when she was involved in a devastating car accident with her stepfather, Tim Pelt. While traveling to the set, their vehicle was struck, and Pelt tragically lost his life protecting her. Spencer, just 12 years old at the time, suffered severe injuries and spent 3 weeks in a coma. The accident left her with lingering health issues, including spinal damage, that would resurface throughout her life. Despite this traumatic setback, Spencer made a full return to acting, later reprising her role as Dee Thomas in the 1980 sequel series What's Happening Now. She then made a bold career shift, pursuing higher education and earning a doctorate of veterinary medicine from Tuskegee University in 1993, launching a successful veterinary practice. However, the physical consequences of her earlier accident reappeared in 2004 when she was diagnosed with spinal stenosis. The condition caused partial paralysis, requiring extensive treatment and rehabilitation. In 2014, she faced another life-altering challenge: breast cancer. Demonstrating the same courage she had shown since childhood, Spencer underwent a double mastectomy and continued to focus on recovery. Just 4 years later, in 2018, she endured emergency brain surgery to address a bleeding hematoma, another medical crisis that tested her strength. Through these challenges, Spencer remained active in public life, often sharing her experiences to inspire others facing adversity. Her journey reflected a pattern of meeting hardship with determination and grace. Even in her later years, when she was diagnosed with stomach cancer, she fought with resilience until her passing on August 11, 2025. These events did not define her solely by struggle. They also highlighted her unbreakable spirit. Each challenge became part of a larger story of perseverance, one in which Danielle Spencer consistently chose to face life's obstacles head-on, emerging as both a survivor and a source of hope for others navigating their own battles. After achieving nationwide fame as Dee Thomas on What's Happening and its sequel, What's Happening Now, Danielle Spencer made a remarkable and unconventional career shift. Rather than remaining solely in the entertainment industry, she pursued her long-held passion for animals. She first earned a bachelor's degree in marine biology from the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, before enrolling at Tuskegee University, one of the most prestigious historically Black universities in the United States. In 1993, she graduated with a doctorate of veterinary medicine, embarking on a professional path that would bring her just as much fulfillment as acting. Spencer began her veterinary career in California, where she built a reputation for compassionate and knowledgeable care. Her gentle manner with animals and dedication to pet health won her the trust of countless pet owners. In 2014, she relocated to Richmond, Virginia, where she continued her veterinary practice while also appearing on local morning television segments to provide pet care tips and advice to the community. Her second career also allowed her to serve as a role model beyond the entertainment world. As a Black woman excelling in veterinary medicine, a field where minority representation remains low, she broke barriers and inspired others to pursue careers in science and medicine. Spencer frequently balanced her professional work with public speaking engagements, sharing insights on perseverance, health, and following one's passions. Even while practicing veterinary medicine, she never completely stepped away from the entertainment industry. She occasionally participated in interviews, nostalgic cast reunions, and fan events celebrating What's Happening, keeping a close connection to her television roots. Her ability to successfully transition from child star to respected medical professional challenged stereotypes about former actors and demonstrated that reinvention was not only possible, but rewarding. Danielle Spencer's later career reflected her versatility, resilience, and enduring commitment to service, whether on screen bringing laughter to millions or in the clinic providing care to beloved pets. In both worlds, she left a lasting impact, proving that her talents and contributions extended far beyond the role that first made her famous. Danielle Spencer's adult life was defined not only by professional achievements, but also by an ongoing battle with serious health issues that stemmed, in part, from her childhood car accident. The 1977 crash that claimed the life of her stepfather left her with long-term spinal injuries, which would resurface decades later. In 2004, she was diagnosed with spinal stenosis, a condition that narrows the spinal canal and puts pressure on the spinal cord. The illness caused partial paralysis, forcing her to undergo extensive treatment and temporarily step away from her work as a veterinarian. In 2014, Spencer faced another daunting challenge when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Demonstrating the same courage and determination she had shown in earlier battles, she underwent a double mastectomy and focused on recovery. Despite the physical and emotional toll, she remained a source of positivity, using her public platform to raise awareness about early detection and women's health. Her health challenges continued in 2018, when she was rushed into emergency brain surgery to treat a bleeding hematoma. The procedure was critical and carried significant risks, but Spencer once again overcame the odds, emerging from the ordeal with her trademark resilience. In the final chapter of her life, Spencer was diagnosed with stomach cancer, a disease that ultimately led to her death on August 11, 2025, at the age of 60. Despite the severity of her illness, she faced it with dignity, surrounded by the love of her family. Throughout her adulthood, Danielle Spencer's health struggles tested her strength repeatedly, yet she never allowed them to overshadow her life's purpose. She balanced her battles with her work, her advocacy, and her interactions with fans. Her openness about her health inspired many, serving as a reminder that perseverance in the face of adversity is not only possible, but powerful. In every challenge, she showed the same grit, humor, and grace that had endeared her to audiences since her childhood. Danielle Spencer's influence extended far beyond her years on What's Happening, leaving an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the communities she served. One of her most notable achievements came in 2014 when she was honored as the first child actor to be inducted into the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. Her portrayal of Dee Thomas became a permanent part of the museum's exhibits, cementing her place in television history and acknowledging her role in shaping African American representation on mainstream TV. Her legacy was also deeply rooted in her groundbreaking career transition from actress to veterinarian. In a field with limited minority representation, Spencer stood out as an inspiration to aspiring medical professionals, particularly young Black women who saw in her a living example that one could succeed in multiple, seemingly unrelated arenas. She proved that a child star's story didn't have to end in typecasting or obscurity. It could evolve into something equally meaningful and impactful. Spencer's life was marked by perseverance, empathy, and service, values that earned her admiration from fans, colleagues, and clients alike. As a veterinarian, she was celebrated not just for her expertise, but for the compassion she showed toward animals and their owners. As a public figure, she continued to inspire through interviews, speaking engagements, and participation in nostalgic reunions of her What's Happening. Her passing in August 2025 was met with an outpouring of tributes from co-stars, fans, and the wider entertainment community. Fellow cast members remembered her as a brilliant, loving, positive, pragmatic warrior and a hero whose courage in the face of life's many challenges inspired countless people. Online, fans shared fond memories of Dee's witty one-liners and Spencer's warm personality, ensuring that her impact would live on in popular culture. Danielle Spencer's honors and legacy are woven into two parallel narratives: one of a pioneering actress who helped redefine representation on television, and another of a dedicated healer whose work in veterinary medicine touched lives in a different, but equally profound way. Her story remains a beacon of resilience, versatility, and purpose, resonating with audiences and professionals across generations. On August 11, 2025, Danielle Spencer passed away peacefully in Richmond, Virginia, at the age of 60, after a courageous battle with stomach cancer. Surrounded by her mother, Cheryl, and her brother, jazz trumpeter Jeremy Pelt, she spent her final moments in the presence of loved ones who had been by her side throughout her illness. Her death was the result of gastric cancer complications that led to cardiac arrest, a sudden and heartbreaking end to a life defined by perseverance and grace. The news of her passing was met with shock and sorrow across the entertainment and veterinary communities, as well as among generations of fans who had grown up watching her on What's Happening. Her family released a statement describing her as a sweet and gentle soul whose loss was really hard to process. Colleagues and co-stars offered heartfelt tributes, with Haywood Nelson, who played Dwayne on the show, calling her a brilliant, loving, positive, pragmatic warrior and a true hero whose influence would forever be embraced. Her death not only marked the loss of a beloved actress, but also of a trailblazer who had transitioned from television fame to a respected career in veterinary medicine. Spencer's passing sparked a wave of online memorials, with fans recalling her iconic portrayal of Dee Thomas, her sharp wit, and the laughter she brought to millions. Others remembered her strength in facing life's trials, from her childhood car accident to her numerous health battles in adulthood. Though her physical presence is gone, Danielle Spencer's legacy endures, in the Smithsonian's preservation of her work, in the lives of the animals she cared for, and in the memories of everyone she inspired. Her passing serves as both a moment of reflection on a life well lived and a reminder of the resilience, kindness, and determination that defined her journey. In the hearts of fans, family, and friends, Danielle Spencer will forever be remembered not just for the role she played, but for the courage and humanity with which she lived. And that's the incredible life story of Danielle Spencer, from her unforgettable role as Dee Thomas on What's Happening, to her inspiring second career as a veterinarian, and her courageous battles through unimaginable health challenges. She was more than just a TV star. She was a trailblazer, a healer, and a fighter who left her mark in two completely different worlds. Her passing at 60 is a heartbreaking loss, but her legacy lives on through the laughter she gave us, the animals she cared for, and the inspiration she sparked in so many people around the globe. If you grew up watching What's Happening, or if Danielle's story touched you today, drop your favorite Dee Thomas moment in the comments. Let's celebrate her life together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories honoring legends who changed the game. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.